Hi everyone, in this video we will see how we can set up tests in LoadView and LoadRunner, and also we will compare the test reports in both tools. So here you can see the controller from the LoadRunner where we can create our scenario. In the script path we can give the path of the script which we want to execute. And before creation of any scenario, we need a tool specific knowledge that what type of schedule we want to utilize, what type of run mode we have to select, and based on that, this selection, we can create a real world scenario. So understanding and the knowledge of this scenario schedule is very important to see that how we can create a scenario which can be the replica of the production environment. So after selection of this, what we can do is we can give multiple number of users, we can select the duration and all. Once done with this, we can click on run screen. In this particular screen, we can see that whatever scenario we have created, we can execute that scenario. So currently I'm running this test with 10 users, and here you can see the limitation in the trial version, like we cannot see the pass, field, and graphs also. So this is the limitation, the load runner. If we want to get a look and feel of the product, in that case, we have to proceed with the license version of this tool. Otherwise, it is very difficult to see the metrics. Now, once done with the test, we can click on the reporting section part here. So reporting will look like this. And I think in the trial version, we cannot see this particular scenario schedule. If we want to see this data completely, we can convert this report in HTML mode, and then we can see this type of report here, where we can see the graph and the transaction name, minimum, average, maximum, standard deviation, 90, pass, fail, and stop. If we want to see the different type of graphs based on the requirement, we can right click here, add new graph, and we can add multiple graphs based on the requirement. Again, this is all about the manual effort. Now, if we want to share this report to the concerned audience or the stakeholders, sharing report is a difficult task unless and until we are not running tests in the HPLM or HP Performance Center. Now, coming towards the load view, how we can make these things easy, we'll see that. So here you can see the scenario preparation screen from the load view. So after creating a device, just you have to enter the users, how many number of users you want to execute to test. You can use multiple options like reach, raise by, lower by, hold. In case of different requirement, you can choose the selection of the test. Let's say load step curve, goal-based curve, dynamic adjustment curve. And from a single click, you can select multiple geographical location. LoadView has approx 40 plus geographical locations, and you can select multiple locations based on your requirement. So no need to have tool knowledge like what type of selection we need. Just any person who has the information like number of users, from which location he wants to run test, that's it. Once done with this setup, click on Start Load Test. Once click on Start Load Test, you will have two options. Either you can start test now, or this test you can schedule it for the later. Now let's talk about the load view test report. This test we have executed with 10 users for 5 minutes of duration. So load view, rich cloud hosted report accessible in real time. Live performance metrics are displayed continuously as test run. Continuous real time updates on performance KPIs, metrics such as average response time, 90 percentile, minimum, maximum, and failure rate update in real time. We can see below multiple graphs. You can see the execution plan graph, response time graph, and so on. Let's start talk about the each and every graph. Execution plan. This graph displays how virtual users were scaled over time. This line shows the actual number of users executed, closely matching the orange line. Below, you can see the response time graph. Here, you can see the response time graph over the period of time. Here, you can see the average response time and 90%. In case of any spike or any degradation in the response, we can hover on this dot here. We can click on the view session detail. So load we will directly group that particular sessions running at that time, and easily we can see that what is happening there. And based on the duration or based on the error, directly we can click on that particular session, and here we can get the drill down level of information of each and every call, all the front end calls, all the back end calls, all the third party calls. If we want to see only errors, directly we can click on this particular option, error only. We can see the detail of errors only. Sharing this information is quite easy with LoadView. You can use this copy link option here, and directly you can share this particular link to the concerned audience. Now, if you want to see that what is happening with this particular session, what this particular user is doing, you can directly click on this video option here. This particular session will be replayed in front of you, and you can directly align this particular recording with the lower panel, and directly you can see that when particular error got occurred. This particular video you can download also, and based on your requirement, you can directly uh, send this video to the concerned audience, let's say QAs, developers, or any team member. Like that, you can see other graphs also. Session started, community session. Session started will provide you the information of all the session started, failed session, uncompleted session, and whatever session caused exceed CPU limits. Community session will help you to check the consistency in your test. Error by error type will help you to show you what type of errors are coming while running of your test. Load view will automatically group all the errors based on their type. Let's say in this particular graph, you can see we got a lot of errors from the validation side. In case of you got any error from the application side, let's say 5xx, any client side like 4xx, or any TCP or any error, that will be grouped automatically. Directly you can see. If you want to see what is happening at this particular point, you can hover here, click on view session detail. So all the errors you can see what is happening during that time, and you can just click it and you can further drill it down that what is happening there, right? So like that, at the end, you can see the load injector memory use. This graph help you to see the check the performance of the load injector. You can see the capacity of. So let's talk about the use cases for load view. Use cases like browser-based load testing, SPA testing, e-commerce UX validation, geo-distributed testing, stakeholders ready report. Now, if we talk about the use cases for LoadRunner, use cases like API load testing, SAP Oracle Citrix testing, backend system load testing, CI/CD pipeline integration, complex protocol testing. This is all about the today's video. In case of any doubt or any query, feel free to write a comment. We will get back to you. Thanks everyone.